Vice President Osinbajo reportedly rumored to resign from APC. That means if he resigns from APC, he's automatically resigning as the vice president of this country. That is what we are hearing, a lot of insinuations here and there. And recently, Pa Edwin Clark has called on Buhari since he has traveled to London and is going to stay a longer period, because according to what we were told by Femi Adesina, that he's going to spend 2 weeks. And from Sahara reporters, we got that we learned that he's going for a major surgery, which is going to spend 2 weeks or more. And that is why Edwin Clark is saying that why is it that Buhari could not hand over properly the way it ought to? Initially when there was a time he was traveling and for his medical treatment, and he spent more than 21 days, because according to the constitution, it's only when he's leaving for 21 days that is when he's supposed to hand over to the vice president. But since they got that gist and he handed over, I think 1 or 2 times, and they saw the way the man managed the system, and they began to fidget, and people started praising Osinbajo. Since then, they have to make sure that Buhari's travel is not up to that 21 days, so that he will not be able to hand over to him. But that is not even the issue, because if you see the way Osinbajo has been speaking these days, he's not always speaking in the direction that the Nigerian people really want. And now does it mean that he wants to resign out of his own volition, or he wants to resign because of the things happening in the system? There was a time the cabals were really against him, a lot of allegations levied against him here and there, and for the fact that he contested with in this APC primary. And recently, Tinubu said he has forgiven him for daring to even contest with him. And what they are calling him now, that he's a betrayer among themselves, among the APC and among the Southwest people, that after helping him to attain the throne, the level at which he is now through Jagaban, that what audacity, what gave him that audacity to have even contested with Tinubu in the first place? And Tinubu did not even hide it, that now he has forgiven him for the fact that he himself has even gotten the tickets. So he has forgiven him, because he said it last week. But some people have the opinion that it is too late. You have to just bear it. Because when the ovation was louder, that was when you ought to have resigned. But you didn't do that. Is it now that you want to resign? Based on what? Who are the people pushing you? Or you want to do that out of your own volition? 7 months or 6 months to go now. So in my opinion, I don't think it is necessary. And like they always say, there's no smoke without fire. In every rumor, there is always elements of truth. We have been hearing a lot of things concerning the presidency, whether there's going to be election or there's not going to be election, or what have you. Maybe he understands or he knows what we don't know. And for the fact that man has not been reacting the way he ought to, a lot of people say this man will not say anything, because he has already sworn an oath that he has to protect the country, because the way Nigerians are seeing it might be different from the way himself is seeing it. He's the one who is in the kitchen. They will tell you that if the kitchen is too hot for you and you can't cope with the kitchen, you have to get out. But it is not always like that. In reality, it is not always like that. In reality, whether he wants to resign or not, would that help Nigerians? How would that shape in the economy? It's not going to do anything. In my opinion, it's going to even create a chaos. But all of them just have to pretend and walk it through till the end of May next year, when they will be handing over. But as it is now, things have really gone sour in this country. The man does not say anything. The man does not even speak for anybody. This issue of Muslim ticket, I know the man is getting a hit for the fact that Tinubu made that statement that I have forgiven you irrespective of anything. But those who are still supporting Osinbajo are saying that that statement made by Tinubu is not acceptable at all. That Osinbajo himself has the constitutional right to vie for any position. And in any competition, there must be a winner and there must be a loser. He didn't win. So that does not warrant Tinubu to be saying he has forgiven him, meaning that he didn't have the right in the first place to do what? To contest for the position, because Tinubu sees himself as the all and all. which is not a right thing. They got the ticket, the APC ticket. He got the APC ticket. PDP man, Atiku got the APC PDP ticket. Then you begin to ask yourself, Nigerians are looking the other way around. Since the primary of these two parties, that was when Naira has been buried. The value of Naira cannot even come up. It's been buried till today. See now, who would have thought? No, if people had been told that Naira would be 500 Naira to a dollar, nobody will ever believe it. But it came and we moved on. And how much is it now? Over 800 Naira. Pounds, that one is heading to 1,000 Naira. And Nigerians are still seeing it as a normal thing. The next thing, oh, God will help us. Now only God will help us for this country. Oh, that is the only thing you'll be hearing. When they are supposed to take action, they will not take action. Are you still going to blame them? Some people are really like, oh, if I cannot beat them, I join them. We know when people have come out to contest or to protest, and we know the results of that protest. A lot of people are afraid, and that's why let us join them. What are we going to do? The CBN governor, that one is bringing a lot of some policies that are not even not in any way going to help our naira. See what is happening. So that being said, whether Osinbajo wants to resign, but to me it's just too late. Of what use is it? How is it going to help anybody? How is it going to help anybody? All of them are just pretending. They are pretending. And when you talk about this Muslim ticket again, he has come out to say, oh, and people should just support the party. We know within them they are not really happy. They are not happy with what is happening, but they will continue to defend. They will continue to defend the party, and they will tell you, oh, they have to defend the sovereignty of Nigeria. The last time Osinbajo made us to know that Nigeria should not be addressing him as spare tire, that he should be accorded the respect of co-pilot with Buhari. And this issue of Muslim ticket, people are saying, oh, some people are complaining about the issue of Muslim ticket. What about now that we have a Muslim Christian ticket? Osinbajo is a Christian, Buhari is a Muslim, and yet we are still experiencing insecurity. So it does not matter with this Muslim issue. For as many of you who must have heard the kidnap that took place along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, one of the victims that escaped, that was released, we know the account, or we know the testimony of that victim, saying that they pampered her when they heard her name. Her name is Aminat Taiwo. So they now say, oh, you practice the same religion with us, we practice or we serve the same God. That was how they didn't maltreat her. And you can imagine such a statement. And some people will tell you, it does not matter, forget about it. After all, is it this person that caused it? They will even be making excuses for those who have caused this problem. But what do you do? What we want to say, let us continue to look at it. The problem now is not even the problem, it's not even the politicians, but the so-called people who are not supposed to, who are not even the right thing, who are still supporting them, who are still defending them. If Osinbajo wants to resign, according to what we are hearing, whether he's being coerced to do that, whether he wants to do that out of his own volition, I just believe that it is not going to have any positive impact in the lives of Nigerians. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.